Well, hey, we're back with another episode of Homeschool for the Soul, and today we're going to be talking with David Frisella, who is a restaurant owner at Frisella's Roastery in downtown Glendora. Here this week, we are doing a segment on caring for people in essential services. And so as we have a conversation today with a restaurant owner talking about how can we best care for people who are in food services. So David, tell us, how are things going down at Frisella's? How are things in your life?
Well, it's definitely been a change for us this last few months, but as of now, the restaurant is mostly closed. We're open 4 days a week, Wednesday through Saturday, for takeout only right now until things change and business picks up and we're able to bring in our patrons into the restaurant.
Yeah. Well, and, I know that you guys have had to lay off a lot of your, your employees and your servers, or, furlough them and
Right.
Until things start to reopen. But I've really liked one thing. I've seen a lot of your social media posts where you've given kind of a shout out to different servers, for birthdays or special occasions. That's been really cool.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
We're just, even though with the way business is right now, it's just myself and my sister and Serena running the store. There isn't enough business to bring back our employees. So during this time, we're still trying to stay connected with everybody by doing Zoom meetings with them and just to see how, they're doing and just stay in contact with them. So.
A lot of people, we go pick up food from restaurants, and we drive through Chick-fil-A, or, we go to In-N-Out and we kind of pick something up. I know it's a little different, at a family restaurant, which is mostly sit down. So even if people are picking up food, a lot of times, we don't think about the stories of people, on the other side. So what is a way that we could help people who are in food services in this time? When we go pick up food, what is a way that we can help others?
Well, I just, like one of my servers was telling me the other day, because she's not working here in the restaurant because there's just not enough business. She's getting unemployment right now. And one day she was sitting at the table, just trying to figure out bills and everything, and just really down and out. And she was telling me the story about how she was in this kind of like a depression. And immediately she got this email from a missionary that she had supported in the past. And she opened the email and it was a scripture, and it was just words of encouragement and everything. And she told me that just picked up her spirits right away. So I think right now, a lot of our servers are, getting unemployment right now. They're not working, but words of encouragement through, texts or letters or emails, if you know any of these people, or scriptures, I think that's a really great place to start, just to remind them that, the Lord is here and he's in charge and he has them. So.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, I know a lot of people are asking, can I take cookies or cupcakes down to the hospital or, to the police station? But it might be kind of weird to bring, like a plate
Right.
to the restaurant.
Right,
So
exactly.
we can't do that,
Right.
but I think I love that, what you said about just encouraging people and, really, even, for us as Christians to use Christian encouragement to care for the people who are not only serving our food, but also maybe normally serve our food, but are furloughed at home.
Right. I think that's probably for me and for this server, receiving that scripture or, that note of encouragement was the best thing for her at the time. And I think that it would be really well for other people as well. Majority of our servers, they're all getting the unemployment. So they do have the financial support at this time, but there's a lot of stress, and getting those, emails or texts or anything of encouragement or a little short scripture, I think that's a great way to help people in this industry right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their spirit. So.
Yeah, that's a great recommendation. I know in coming weeks, hopefully, maybe months, things will start to, open up, and we might eventually be able to go and dine at Frisella's again.
Yeah, we hope so.
So what would be a recommendation, for us as we come back? What would be helpful from our end? Do you have any tips for people who, as they start to dine back in restaurants again, some tips as they seek to do that?
Sure. A lot of the changes that we hear when restaurants are able to open back up and do seating inside the restaurant is that there's going to be a 25% capacity limit. So when these servers come back, their income, primarily their income is supported on tips. They work off a minimum wage, so majority of their income is from tips. So being at 25% capacity when we do open up, that means their income is going to drop quite a bit when they come back. So one suggestion is maybe tip a little bit more than you normally would, or just say a couple kind words to them, leave a nice little note when if you pay by credit card. Another option would be just to have a lot of patience, because at 25% capacity, you're only going to be able to bring in so many people at a time. So there could be lines out the door waiting to get in. So a little more patience would be pretty good too, just because I know the servers, they're on their mind, they're going to be happy to come back and see all their regulars, but they're also thinking financially, how are we going to be able to do it too? So maybe a little more money and tip and just a little more patience, and I think that would really help the servers a lot in this industry.
Yeah, no, those are great recommendations.
And those encouraging words too. I think that's, that really helps, people's spirits when you just, write a simple, kind little note too. So.
Yeah, no, that's huge. No, those are great recommendations. Things that I would even think of, when I think about going back, it's hard to think about, somebody losing 75% of their tips because the restaurant is only at 25% capacity. So it's going to require us to be maybe a little bit more generous, a little bit more patient. And, as things start to open up and gradually get back to kind of full capacity, but we'll be there to support you. I know you have had an interesting season this past year, having a health scare last year and now COVID. I mean, what's maybe been a lesson for you personally?
Well, it's, with my experience that I had last year, it's just, every day it's just a blessing just to be able to wake up and hear my kids laugh. And it's just a joy just having one extra day, to be with them. So with this COVID thing, yes, there's a lot of stress. As a business owner, you're like, well, are we going to make it? Are we going to be able to, when are the doors going to be open? How are we going to survive? But just going through that experience that I had, I'm just honestly just being here and being present to experience the whole situation. I'm just thankful for that. So there's a lot of thanks based off of my prior experience. So yes, it's hard, but man, I'm just so grateful and feel blessed to be here, to be a part of it, and just to witness to my kids and friends and family every day. So yeah, and I know that if I can get through what God put me through last year, I can get through anything now. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's huge. Well, we're grateful for all you guys down at Frisella's, and we're thankful that you're part of our church, and I've appreciated getting to chat with you today, and
no problem.
look forward to continuing to support our local restaurants and businesses in the coming weeks and months.
Sounds great. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, David. We'll see you later.
Okay.